What is going on, guys? Sumi here with ThoughtCast, and today I want to talk about why you should not date a 10 out of 10. A lot of you might be surprised by this title. Don't you want to date a girl that's attractive? Don't you want to date a girl that's very beautiful? No. You want to date a girl that you're attracted to, but not the most attractive girl out there. And I'll explain why. First and foremost, let me say this. My mindset when I was younger was, oh, you should date the girl that's the prettiest. Because men, we lead sexually. We lead very much on how a woman looks. And that's one of the biggest indicators of why we shouldn't do this. Because the things that you typically want, whether it's the donut, whether it's the high sugary foods, whether it's, something that's dangerous, whether it's even substances, those are the things that are typically not good for you. It's the same thing with dating extremely attractive women. If you look at anybody that's been around a lot of attractive women, they will tell you the exact same thing. They are not necessarily the best thing for you. And it's not that the attractive factor is necessarily a bad thing. It's what comes behind it. It's the personality. It's the tendencies. It's the psychology that comes with dating a very attractive woman. Dating an attractive woman is like having a Ferrari. A Ferrari is a great car. It's amazing to look at. But it's not the best for day-to-day use. If you've ever owned a Ferrari and if you've ever driven it on a day-to-day basis in your city, in your suburb, you'll realize that the Ferrari is not such a great car to drive on a day-to-day basis. It's great for a racetrack. It's got amazing handling. It's got amazing top speeds. But when do you really need that handling on a day-to-day basis? When do you really need to hit over 150 miles an hour on a day-to-day basis? Realistically, you need a car that has good technology, good trunk space, comfortable seats, safety features. It's not necessarily the most showy because you don't want everybody stopping and coming up to your car. You want a car that's realistic, and a Ferrari is not realistic. The Ferrari does not have the best trunk space. It does not have the best gas mileage. It has subpar tech. It's not the best car in every metric. It is an amazing car to take on a night out and to get a lot of attention or to take to a racetrack, but it's not the best to have for day-to-day use. And that's the same thing with having a 10 out of 10 girlfriend or a 10 out of 10 wife. First and foremost, let me say this. Looks fade. Looks will not last forever. That Ferrari that's a 10 out of 10 will not be a 10 out of 10 Ferrari in 5 or 6 years. It'll depreciate substantially. It's the same thing with dating a woman that's very attractive. But what you're left with is all those other features. The trunk space, the technology, the seats. And when you date a woman, you want to really date her for the right personality. See, I'm not saying that you shouldn't date an attractive woman. This is not the point of this. This is not here to bash attractive women as well. There's a lot of attractive women that have good personalities. But when you're dating a girl that's a 10 out of 10, a home run, a lot of women will say they're a 10 out of 10. I'm talking about a real 10 out of 10 on a Sumi scale. Like I grade very hard. A 10 out of 10 that stops every guy when they walk. That gets every guy's head to turn. That woman has a lot of personality poured into her looks because her looks have gotten her through many aspects of life. Her looks have opened up many doors. Her looks have drawn her a lot of opportunity, a lot of validation, a lot of verification. So for her, psychologically, she's going to be more focused on her looks. She's going to be focused on how to maintain that. Instead of reading books for hours, she's going to learn how to do makeup for hours. Instead of learning how to cook and clean and support a man in a business, she's going to learn how to look her best, work out the most, so on and so forth. And this is all good for her. I'm not here to bash her once again. I'm here to say, if you want a wife, if you want a partner, if you want a girl to help you grow, sometimes you need someone that's going to put more energy, effort, and time into learning how to build up other people instead of yourself. Shout out to K&D Group for allowing us to film this video in their beautiful penthouse location downtown in Cleveland. If you're looking for real estate downtown in Cleveland or in the surrounding area of Cleveland, K&D has the best units with the best prices with the best staff. I love living in K&D residences because anytime anything goes wrong, they're the first person to fix it. And luxury residences like the one I'm in right now are way more affordable than the other real estate out here. I don't know why they're so competitive with it, but shout out to K&D for that. So if you ever need a place downtown in Cleveland, definitely hit up K&D. They're the people you need to go to. The girl that's a 10 out of 10 is also going to be getting a lot of attention from other guys. And look, I'm not here to call you insecure. I'm here to let you know that comes with the territory. You're going to have guys hitting on your girlfriend left and right. And the moment there's any vulnerability in the relationship, a lot of times she's going to look to fulfill that void, that happiness with somebody else, with a conversation or maybe just a vent. When you date a girl that's a 10 out of 10, she's going to have a lot of male interest. And a lot of men are going to be waiting for you to slip up because they want physical and sexual access to your woman. That's a very hard thing to constantly defend. I'm not saying to date ugly girls because nobody's interested in them. I'm saying that when you date an attractive woman, there is a lot of upkeep. Just like owning a Ferrari. It costs a lot of money, it costs a lot of time, it costs a lot of effort, and you got to be very meticulous with the handling of the product. essentially with a woman as well. Now, once again, let me take a step back. When I was younger, I always thought dating a 10 out of 10 was the way to go. I always wanted to date the most attractive woman. And if you're a young guy and you're out here partying and you're enjoying yourself and you're not looking for any commitment, you can go ahead and talk to girls and hook up with girls and have fun with girls that are 10 out of 10s. The 10 out of 10 girl is not necessarily the best to date, but she's wonderful to become friends with, to hook up with, to have around you, because she draws attention, which can be beneficial to you in a sexual or physical aspect, which could be beneficial to you in a friendship-based aspect, and which could be beneficial to you in a business aspect. If you see a 10 out of 10, she's a great person to hire to represent your business. She might be a good friend because she'll attract other women and make them feel more comfortable. And she may be a good person to hook up sexually for the obvious reasons. But dating a 10 out of 10 is very difficult because when every single guy in the world wants you, it's very hard to stay humble. It's very hard to cool that ego. When celebrities and NBA and NFL athletes are DMing you on a day-to-day basis trying to fly you out and take you out, it becomes hard to complete. I know a lot of guys that date 10 out of 10s, and I'll tell you right now, a lot of them are miserable. They would be much happier dating a woman that was slightly less attractive. I hate to put it on a crude scale like that too. I don't want to just label women on a scale, but for this particular purpose, they would be much happier dating a girl that was less physically attractive or less involved in her looks. The women that make men happy are the ones that have amazing personalities, are the ones that cook, the ones that clean, the ones that take care of you, or even on a modern scale, the ones that earn a good income to add to yours. They're the ones that make your life easier. They're the ones that are conservative. They're the ones that care. They're the ones that love you. They're the ones that'll stay with you no matter what happens. And they're the ones that'll stay away from all the other male attention out there. It's better to date a girl that you're attracted to rather than a girl that everyone's attracted to. Understand what I'm saying here. When you get in that territory, you're going to be on defense all day long. It is not going to be fun for you. And I'll tell you right now, I mean this in the best way possible. A lot of those girls don't have the greatest personalities, and you will find yourself in a very miserable position. With that being said, guys, go for a girl that makes sense for you in a personality aspect. Go for a girl that you can have a conversation with. Go for a girl that you can see raising your children the right way, that can be a good role model for your child, that could be good to your mother, good to your sister, and good to you. Guys, I hope you found this video helpful. I appreciate you for being out here. It means the world to me that you would join me today and take this time out of your day to listen to me speak about something that could be beneficial to you. With that being said, all the information to find me is in the links below. If you ever want to connect with me, you can join my free community. I answer very quickly.